Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Fantastic to have you here today as we get closer to being 100% fully operational here at the workshop. I am going to light that forge and I'm going to let the heat trickle away for the morning just so I can slowly bring up the temperature of the refractory to properly cure it. From there, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate a stand for my lovely belt grinder, sort out the grinding room a little bit better, and overall have a great time. Wonderful to have you here. So the forge is now trickling away, and slowly over the course of this morning, I'm going to bring up the temperature. I don't know if it's the exact way to do it, but it's probably going to emulate, to a certain degree, the proper way that in industry they would be curing these. Now what I need to do is I need to make a little less of a mess out of this grinding room. As you can see, it is chaos. Sometimes I make it very clear to myself that I'm very young, and I'm looking forward very much to growing a little wiser. Because I'm pretty sure I just shaved 10 years of my life putting that up in the air. It is so heavy, and I could have just waited one day and had somebody's help, but I'm impatient, and I want everything done now. And this has just proved that that is the case. So yeah, just me being silly and immature. I could have waited one day and I could have got help. It would have been done in 5 minutes. Instead I did it myself and it took a whole hour to lift that up. What I ended up doing, I had a G-clamp, I then had a pulley and a piece of rope, and I pulled it up, and then I put one screw in, and then dropped it down and pivoted it, put another screw in, dropped it down, pivoted it, put another screw in, until I went too far over to this side, and then I got it back and it's now done, but it was stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna keep organizing. I thought I would take the opportunity to have my first properly cooked meal here in the workshop be a pizza. Healthy, maybe not, but keeping in traditions of the old workshop, absolutely. Now the forge, I guess it's been curing all morning. I think it's now ready for us to crank it up because that's been on, trickling away at a low temperature. So we're gonna get that going, and I'm then gonna forge on these brackets that is gonna hold the angle iron, that is gonna hold my angle grinder. So that I can do some pinpoint bends on these pieces, I'm gonna drive this fuller down into the steel while it's hot. What that does, it makes it thinner in just that little area of the width of the fuller, so that when I then heat it up and bend it, it bends where it's weakest, of course. Means it's a nice, neat way to get an attractive and simple bend. And, oh yeah, did I say this? This is gonna be my first time forging here! Oh, I'm excited. Let's make some noise. I get to throw scale and hammer on something and make noise. Ah, thank goodness. Let's put these in the fire. Let's do some forging. Silly. Whoopsie daisy. Start again. Never underestimate just how great it feels to make something that you're gonna use every day and enjoy every day. I was really tempted, guys. I was really tempted to just make something real fast. It's a little janky, a little funky, little welds in it, and just ugly and quick, get her done kind of thing. I was tempted to do that. And then as I was making this, I realized that actually this is something I'm gonna use every day. Why not make something that I'm gonna enjoy using? So it's forged and bolted and it's pretty and I oiled it and it is so worth it to make something nice. So now what I want to do is I want to make a stand to lift off my belt grinder off the ground, and I don't want to put it on a bench because, as I've explained in videos beforehand, whenever I have horizontal surfaces, they tend to end up being a magnet for junk, and you end up just piling stuff on there. So instead, I really want to try my best to get the belt grinder up off the ground on a pedestal, and we're going to make that now. Hopefully that'll encourage me to be a little more organized with things and hang belts up rather than throw them on the bench. So I'll also end up eventually making some nice forged brackets for the belts. But for now, we're going to take some box section, we're going to take some plate, we're going to do a little bit of fabricating, and we're going to make ourselves a nice stand that will work very well with this belt grinder.
Yep. I think it'll grind.
In fact, if I may say so myself, I think it grinds pretty freaking spectacularly. This little thing is a monster.
Look at all that. That's a lot of dust. This isn't bolted down yet, so it's obviously still wobbly, because I'm not exactly sure if this is exactly where I want it.
It's kind of a toss-up between this back wall there and then right here near the door. I like the idea of being near the door because then if a door ever opens, I can at least see the door opening without my back turned to it. Yeah, it just makes you feel a little bit safer. I don't quite like the idea of having the door to my back.
So this is probably where this beauty will go. As you can see, this corner here is where I'm going to be doing the bulk of my angle grinding. So I have my angle grinders and my die grinder set up there. I also have my chop saw set up there. And obviously I can just move the chop saw around as and when, as I need. One of the next projects is going to be making some pedestals for these bench grinders.
And of course, getting some permanent lighting in here. One of the great things about the white walls is if I light this place well enough, which right now, temporarily, I've done with these video lights, if I light this well enough permanently, it's gonna make it a really pleasant place to be. Very exciting. So as ever, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and I hope that your start to the week has been fantastic as ever. And I hope I hope you guys are being really productive and enjoying yourself. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on the next episode. Be sure to watch the 2 videos that are going to come up at the end. But also, if you guys are interested in any fantastic t-shirts, get them before we take them down, because we got some good stuff coming in August. So remember, these won't last long. And also, don't forget, if you're interested in a belt grinder like that little monster right there, link below, as well as the link to the t-shirts. You'll be able to register your interest, drop your email address. Then once they land, you'll get 24 hours advanced notice on being able to place an order. awesome bit of kit. Thrilled to use it. I can't wait to keep using it as we make more projects here in this fantastic workshop. Go watch those 2 videos right there. Subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye-bye.